Hello, my ninja friends. I'm here with my friend and teacher Demian Maia, UFC fighter and a Jiu-Jitsu champion. He just won his fight against Carlos Condit in UFC. Congratulations.
Thank you very much
for that.
Thank you.
Okay, so I would like to talk about at least in your division. Now it seems that many people have a really strong base. Like obviously you have a strong base in Jiu-Jitsu. So, and let's say Wonder Boy has this kickboxing karate style, and Woodley is a strong wrestler. So, do you see that it's coming back? It's kind of like the beginning of UFC and MMA, but people are starting to find their own strong points, and they know how to do the other things, but maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I think you know what makes difference now is you gotta be a unique fighter, you know. So you have unique techniques that just you do, like I have something in Jiu-Jitsu that just I can do, you know, really strong. The difference now I think is everybody's good at everything, of course. You know, so you know I have my unique style that I use a lot, and you know, and I do Jiu-Jitsu in the UFC, but at the same time, you know, training for the fight or even before the fight, you know, I need to kickbox with somebody I will do well. Because I know nowadays I can kickbox, I can box, but I just don't show in the fight because, you know, I want to do the most effective thing that I do. So, and the same for Thompson, for example. He's a, you know, world-class kickboxer, but he can, you know, do Jiu-Jitsu. I know he's under the Machado brothers, and you know, if he trains Jiu-Jitsu with somebody, he will do well. So it's just, you know, he wants to be, you know, he wants to do his training. He trains to use his strong points, and I do the same. That's the thing. But I think nowadays all the fights are much more complete. You know.
When you started in the UFC, you had many submission wins, and you were using your Jiu-Jitsu, and then it seemed for me and maybe other people that you really started to focus on your kickboxing, and then you had some losses and so on. Do you see that you kind of had to go that way first till you come, and then you kind of came back to your original strategy, and now it's for me it looks it's even a lot sharper and more crystallized.
Yeah, I think so. I think, like you said, it's something that, you know, was like, you know, the hermitan, the crab, when you need to change the shell.
Yeah.
It's the same, you know, you need to grow. So I had not too much, you know, understand of the stand-up fighting or the movements or not just of the, you know, people think about stand-up a lot, about punching and kicking. And if you see like a guy who doesn't understand fight well, he will think, oh, he's good or he's not good. Stand-up, they will measure that about how they kick, how they punch. But there's something that is even more important, is how you move. And that's a stand-up fight also, you know. Yeah, so I need to learn all those stuffs, and you know, because I was focused on that, you know, of course you lose a little bit the sharpness of your, you know, other things, and that's something that we need to deal with in MMA, because even in the camp, if you train too much boxing, you lose a little bit Jiu-Jitsu. If you train too much Jiu-Jitsu, you lose a little bit boxing. So you need to focus in what you do best, and you know, it is very tricky how you do your training camp. You need a good head coach, and you know, to balance everything, and to balance from the beginning, and when it's getting into the fight, you do the things you do better, you know, and more effective. But I think, you know, was a phase of my life that I need to pass through. Even, you know, I was struggling a little bit with Jiu-Jitsu, but you know, even like I said, it's not just, you know, when I fight, you know, I do a lot of stand-up. People just don't see punching and kicking too much, but the way I move and the way, you know, I control the distance, it's a stand-up fighting, you know, and people many times they just see the simple thing, you know, the basic stuff, like if he's punching and kicking, he's fighting stand-up. But when you're moving, he's fighting stand-up.
That's true. Many people see you as the representative of Jiu-Jitsu in MMA. You're using it beautifully and without too, and also following the concept and the philosophy, not punching and not hurting the other guy too much, and of course you don't want to hurt, and you're not getting hurt too much yourself. Do you see? And it seems like you're pretty much the only one, or one of the only ones using this strategy. Do you see it coming back? Because you're showing that it is possible. I think many people doubt it if it's possible anymore at this time of MMA, but you're showing it's possible to use very pure jiu-jitsu style. You think it will make comeback now?
Yeah, I think it's even with the rounds, which makes hard because they stand up the fight. Yeah, 5 minutes, and they stand up the fight every 5 minutes. So and the gloves that it's hard to get the choke from the back when you have the big gloves and all the pads on your hand, and the referee standing you up all the time, so sometimes you don't have time to work. But still, jiu-jitsu I think is very clever martial art, and it can adapt pretty well. So I think I'm just I was ahead with other people adapting faster, but it will come,
Yes.
shortly. I think other people, they are watching and they see my game, what they can use, they will do that. I think in 10 years from now will be a totally different level. Everybody will have my level on the ground, and then a very good level stand up, and will be a different sport. The sport keep growing like that.
What would you say a jiu-jitsu practitioner and jiu-jitsu player and competitor who wants eventually fight in MMA and become an MMA champion? What would you say for that person to focus on or to do?
I think the most important is to understand jiu-jitsu as a martial art, not just a sport, and understand that jiu-jitsu is not just start on your knees and do some techniques that are just useful for competitions. You gotta learn the self-defense, because self-defense gives you the posture, stand-up posture. So you gotta learn the takedowns, which is very important part of jiu-jitsu. Many academies, they always start on the ground, and it's I understand that because it's more, how you say, it's more relaxing. You go on the ground, there's less chance to get hurt, and people just get comfortable with that. But if you wanna be a fighter, you gotta be out of the comfort zone. So you gotta train a lot of stand-up, a lot of double legs, single legs, and even judo throws, and because you want to learn how to keep your base, stand up, and how to get the proper way to get the takedowns. And fight to be effective, fight to gain positions and to submit your opponent, not just to fight for advantage, which it's common. So fight to control positions and thinking about submissions.
Yeah.
And like I said, self-defense, stand-up training. If you train just ground, when they put you stand up, will be hard. Even if you know how to box, you don't know the posture. To fight MMA, because MMA is not boxing; it's different posture. The guy will hit you and clinch with you, and so you gotta be used with that. In jiu-jitsu, we have those tools, so we gotta train them.
Yeah. Yeah, in I think most of the academies nowadays, they don't train any self-defense. Pretty much any self-defense, and even many are not doing any stand-up judo throws and everything, any of that. It's just 100% focus on fighting it with the jiu-jitsu sport rules. How do you?
Yeah, but even that is stupid, because when you fight in jiu-jitsu, the fight starts stand-up, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta train stand-up too. So even if you wanna pull guard, you gotta start stand-up. So what I do, for instance, in my academy, what I do is like, even sometimes there's too many people. Okay, we start on the ground, it's no problem. If every time we have a possibility to start stand-up, even if the guy wants to pull guard, we start stand-up. You gotta be used, even if the guy wanna pull guard on you, or if you wanna pull guard, you gotta be used to that. Yeah, exactly.
What do you think of this? Because jiu-jitsu evolves all the time, but then we have these classic self-defense moves that were created by Helio or Carlos, like really old moves when somebody grabs your hair or your and those, many people don't train those, but should those moves and strategies evolve also during the time when we get more knowledge and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I think self-defense part of Jiu-Jitsu is Jiu-Jitsu. It's not something separate.
Yes.
So what I do, I use a lot of self-defense warm up, but I don't use just a self-defense like the guy punch and defend, take him down, and then go to the side, mount, and go to the armbar. Or he grab my head, I go to the lock, and then take him down, and he sweep me. So we use the foundation, which includes self-defense training. Especially the warm-up I use because a lot of guys that are competitive Jiu-Jitsu, they don't want to train just self-defense, technical part. So I use to warm up there with that, which is good. And like you said, many of the self-defense are very useful until today, until nowadays since and invented something and Carlos, but some, even I put some different things that you can use because especially for me that I have like the best field to test the self-defense stuff, which is the UFC. So I know things that if you put a little bit of details that will work better, and you know what, there's no reason to don't introduce that and modify a little bit the self-defense thing. Because like Jiu-Jitsu, the sweeps are modificating all the time, and the passings and the submission. And you can do the same with self-defense. It's a live thing. Jiu-Jitsu is a live thing. That's why the martial art is so nice because it's a live thing. It's not like some martial arts you have the form and it's like 400 meters the same. But in Jiu-Jitsu you can change it. Our form are the self-defense stuff. But we can develop. And there's many people in Brazil doing that. I see. And I'm doing that. If I see something, okay, in this self-defense I can go here, but I can also use a knee to hit the leg, and then the guy move a little bit, and will be easier. So I will, add that, or take something out. I think it's an evolving, and you take something to other martial arts too, and there's no rule. The rule of Jiu-Jitsu is to be effective. That's it.
That's true. The last question. What does it is more of a kind of like a philosophical question. What does Jiu-Jitsu mean to you, and what is kind of the, let's say, the essence of Jiu-Jitsu, and also what do you see that Jiu-Jitsu has given to you? Maybe, of course, you have your career and everything, but in life, life in general.
I think Jiu-Jitsu, like I said, my career, it gave me everything. But I think the most important, of Jiu-Jitsu is two things. The first, like you said, you learn how to control a situation without hurting nobody, which is very cool and very nice. So it's a non-violent martial art. It's like a paradox. But I think the most important is not that. The most important is, you learn how to deal with your ego. If you really use the tool of Jiu-Jitsu. Some people, they have huge ego, even people who train Jiu-Jitsu or martial arts. But if you get to use this tool, it's a great tool to control your ego, because when you train Jiu-Jitsu and you go there, you're gonna get beat. It doesn't matter if you're black belt, if you're good or not. Always there will be somebody that is gonna smash you, or if you're in a bad day, and you're gonna tap. And if the guy has a huge ego, he has two options. One, he will leave training and don't train anymore, or he will say, okay, I'm not, that guy, I'm not the guy, I'm not the best guy in the world, I'm not this and that. And the guy hurt me, I tap, and I need to rumble and train more and learn. And that's the biggest lesson of Jiu-Jitsu. If you see white belts come here, if they have big egos and they don't know how to deal with that, they will leave the academy. But if they get a little bit more rumble, and they will learn that they wanna spend at least the first years of their training, being smashed and really hurt their egos, and they will learn how to be rumble. I think that's the most important thing.
I think so too. Okay, thank you, Demian.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure. It's always nice to be here.
So, watch Demian's fights. Hopefully he gets his title shot soon. Bye.
They just announced Thompson, like I said in New York, Thompson and Woodley. So now we're gonna start to talk. Maybe wait for after their fight.
Okay.
We wait who is the winner.
So it's gonna be in New York when it's
November 12th.
Okay.
So it would be like March maybe if I fight for them. Let's see.
The next match already ready.
Okay. Is this okay? Oh, this is mine. Yeah. Or yours?
Yeah, so much. Just an interview.
Okay.
Lähtis Demian kanssa samalla lehdellä Helsinkiin. Tai sitten se myös nykypäivän seminaari, tai sillä eikä mitään. Sinne se alkoi tehdä
Oikeesti Demian, että nähdään kuinka tehdään syötä sen salle paikalle.
eikä täällä niinku.
Saattele Jannulle.
Brasilialaiset. Pitääpä kuuluisi tosta yhtään mitään tosta. Toisaalta mulla, katon, tää mun juttu, että mulla on aina tällaisia niinku suhisevia ja kohisevia, että underground-videoita. Näin ei ole mitään niinku
Sitten kato kaiken pitää keskittyä.
Kyllä, kyllä. Mm.